People's Democratic Party (PDP) conducts House of Representatives primaries today. Senator Ibo Essien dismisses a local tabloid report as baseless. Also, Federal Inland Revenue Service beams taxlight and government agencies in Akwa Ibom State. We have details of these and of other stories in just a moment. A very good morning to you and thank you for joining us this morning. My name is Augusta Essien. The People's Democratic Party in the state has released the timetable for the National Assembly primaries slated for today and tomorrow Sunday. A press statement endorsed by the state chairman of the party, Obon Paul, shows that Oron Federal Constituency primaries will hold at Oron Stadium, while Uyo Stadium will host Uyo, Etin and Anitu federal constituencies. Mobile police base Ukana will accommodate Ikot Ekpene, Abak, Ukana for Nanikono federal constituency, while Eket federal constituency will converge on Eket Township Stadium for the exercise. The venue for Ikot Abasi federal constituency is now Uyo Township Stadium. The statement adds that Uyo Township Stadium is also the venue for Uyo senatorial primaries. Ikot Ekpene Stadium hosts Ikot Ekpene senatorial primaries, and Eket Township Stadium will accommodate Eket senatorial district primaries tomorrow Sunday, 7th December. The statement advises aspirants and delegates to identify their venues and participate accordingly. A member of the Board of Trustees of the People's Democratic Party in the state, Senator Emmanuel Ibo Essien, has refuted a report in a local tabloid of 4th November 2014 captioned, Ibo Essien attacks Akpabio as not only false but baseless. Senator Ibo Essien made their refutal while addressing journalists at the NUJ Press Center in Uyo. ARN Paul has more.
Senator Emmanuel Ibo Essien explained that he would have ignored the report but had to address the press to prevent drowning politicians to misdirect delegates and voters in the upcoming primaries and general elections. The PDP Board of Trustees member said he is fully in support of the resolutions passed by PDP stakeholders in Ikot Ekpene Senatorial District, which stated that Governor Godswill Akpabio should go to Senate in the Senatorial District come 2015 because of his high level of performance in the state. He said he is also in support of the zoning of the governorship position to Eket Senatorial District and the resolve to vote for Mr. Udomi Emmanuel and Mr. Emmanuel Akpan, who is vying for Ikot Ekpene federal constituency seats. The senator declared his support for President Goodluck Jonathan's second-term bid and urged the people of Ikot Ekpene to support the senatorial ambition of Governor Godswill Akpabio.
I stand by the resolutions passed by all the PDP stakeholders and elders of the Ikot Ekpene Senatorial District, which I convened the meetings and read out at several occasions that we support our dear Governor, Chief Godswill Akpabio, CON, for the Senate seat of the Ikot Ekpene Senatorial District. And we stand with the party in zoning the governorship position to Eket Senatorial District.
Fielding questions from journalists on why the House of Assembly primaries did not hold at constituencies as usual, delegate list publication and Akpabio's consultation to Senator Aloysius Zetok, Senator Ibo Essien said PDP held the primaries at locations devoid of crisis in order to achieve violence-free elections.
The appeal panel virtually had no work to do because they only received one petition from Eket.
On the issue of zoning of senatorial seats in Ikot Ekpene Senatorial District and Abak 5, Senator Ibo Essien maintained that the district had taken a stand, which is to send Governor Godswill Akpabio for effective representation.
We have to send somebody we know in the senatorial district that can defend us, that can speak for us, and not only for us, for our Bible State. For the fact that the governor has transformed our Bible State properly, we are quite sure that he's going to do even better in the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Responding, the state NUJ chairman, Elder Patrick Albert, thanked Senator Ibok Essien for the clarification with the press, but advised the men of the pen profession to always publish true stories and remain neutral in politics.
This is political time. We really expect stakeholders in the industry to partner with us so that we can bring about peaceful conduct of the elections. We're happy that you have come here, and we appeal to other stakeholders to also do so, not waiting for perhaps information that is not true, information that is false, to be published against them before they come.
Iyageno Paul reporting.
The Federal Inland Revenue Service in the state has taken steps to exercise its oversight functions of collecting taxes accrued to it by the relevant government agencies. The body, which has the responsibility to enforce tax payment to the federal government, on Thursday undertook a visit to the College of Education of Ansat in Seribum local government area to recover tax debt. Patience John tells us more.
FIRS staff to the institution, Mr. Paul Anyebe, accompanied by other management staff and security operatives, said his organization had sent series of letters to the management of College of Education of Ansat after the college was audited in 2013. Mr. Anyebe, who is a state monitor, Government Business Tax Office, UYO, also explained the reason for the tax collection enforcement exercise.
Today is enforcing tax collection. Some agencies of government, like we have done today, College of Education of Ansat, made deductions from the contractors, the rest of withholding and VAT, and did not remit to FIRS.
The provost of the College of Education of Ansat, Dr. Patrick Joseph Oko, was later sent to the Federal Inland Revenue Service Office for a reconciliatory meeting.
We've gone to the college. The provost accompanied us to our office here and has given some commitment as to how he is going to resolve this issue. So that he is going to start making payments, and when he has anywhere that he has an objection, that he's going to appeal to the appropriate authority.
Meanwhile, the Federal Inland Revenue Service in the state has called on relevant government agencies which are yet to pay their tax to its office to do so to avoid unpleasant actions. Patience John reporting.
We might have more news for you after this time out. Please do stay on with us.
My challenge to the Akwa Ibom youth today is to rise up and protect the uncommon transformation. Rise up and protect the uncommon transformation. There must be sustainability. So for me as a governor, I'm charging Akwa Ibom children. The future belongs to you. Your fathers have done their bit. Rise up and protect your future. Bring a governor that will bring industrialization. Bring a governor that will bring progress. Bring a governor that will bring development. Not the one that goes on ethnic cleavage. Not the one that goes to bring tribalism. Not the one that gangs up with elders and wants to come through the window. I want to use this opportunity to congratulate our dear President, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, for the endorsement given to him by the National Executive Committee of our party as a sole candidate in 2015 presidential election. I want to thank the people of Nigeria for recognizing that leadership comes from God, and God gives it to whom he pleases. So I stand with my dear President so that it will succeed for my children to have Nigeria tomorrow. I thank Nigeria for supporting Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan.
You're welcome back. The state branch of the National Orientation Agency has held a campus reorientation program tagged Do the Right Thing for students in the University of Uyo. The program, which was attended by stakeholders including Ethical and Attitudinal Reorientation Commission, Ministry of Education and that of Information, held at the CBN Hall, Town Campus, University of Uyo. Eyarenopo has more.
The Vice Chancellor of the University of Uyo, Professor Kamfo Dekbo, while declaring the program open, said the reorientation is aimed at addressing situations in the nation's tertiary institutions which have witnessed different forms of social vices. Professor Ekbo mentioned some of those vices to include cultism, gangsterism, examination malpractice, indecent dressing, drug abuse, human trafficking, sexual harassment, disrespect for constituted authority, and other forms of indiscipline. The objectives of the program are to create awareness of the national core values among students, restore confidence in the tertiary institutions, and ensure peaceful coexistence among Nigerian students. The Vice Chancellor lauded stakeholders for the initiative, which he noted will shape the lives of Nigerian students at large and University of Uyo students in particular.
These vices, as we are all aware, have had adverse and far-reaching effects on the nation's development, on its aspirations, and they need to be checked, especially in tertiary institutions.
In their speeches, the Commissioner for Education, Professor Atimantai, the representative of the Commissioner for Information, and the representative of the Chairman of EACOM said the program is apt, especially now that the country is facing moral, political, and economical challenge. They urged other agencies and parastatals to join hands in sanitizing the education sector and advised participants to make judicious use of the program.
There is a dire need to positively affect the mindset of students in order to reposition them through positive orientations that will convey to them the concept of do the right thing.
We are here not only to urge others to do the right thing, but also to do the right thing ourselves.
The campaign of Do the Right Thing seeks to emphasize the need for you students, especially the new ones, to rightly engage yourselves in positive activities and to rightly engage your devices. Use your phones only for positive and necessary calls.
The Director General of National Orientation Agency, whose address was read by the State Director, Mrs. Catherine Ekbo, said the program is targeting at imparting positive attitudes on Nigerian youths in tertiary institutions, as well as broadening the space of dialogue between young people and policymakers. He said the Commission has taken the program to over 20 higher institutions in the country since the commencement in 2012.
This program is targeted at Nigerian youth in tertiary institutions for learning with the aim of impacting positive attitudes that will ensure the full development of their potential while encouraging them to conform to those desirable values necessary for national development.
Lectures were given on the challenges of value orientation and dimensions of moral decadence by Dr. Ubong Da of the Theatre Arts Department, University of Uyo, and the representative of Dr. Robert Dode. The lecturers blamed the poor attitude of students in Nigerian tertiary institutions on corruption on the part of education stakeholders and called for a change of behavior. The program had as its theme, Students' Values, Reorientation Implication for National Transformation. Eyarenopo reporting.
In his avowed commitment to add more value to the lives of its subscribers, a leading ICT company, MTN, has introduced a special proposition to the eastern part of Nigeria. Known as Akanchawa Recharge, subscribers in the south, south and southeast now have access to unique benefits of 10 minutes call, 10 national SMS and 4 megabytes of data with a recharge of 100 naira. Speaking at a media briefing, the General Manager, Consumer Marketing, MTN, Richard Iwenoge, said other benefits in the proposition is the Akanchawa caller tune with only 5 naira for 7 days at the point of first recharge. He said special USSD code *331* PIN # will be used to enjoy the service. Also speaking, the General Manager Operations Eastern Region MTN, Mr. Obin Naiweje, said with the proposition, subscribers in the region have a unique opportunity to have extensive connection with families, friends and loved ones. He said with Akanchawa, subscribers have unprecedented opportunities to have more interactions with their loved ones in line with MTN's resolution to bring quality service to all. Those who attended the event, including traditional rulers, traders and market women among others, commended MTN for the initiative, describing it as laudable. The Akanwenyi one of Mbelowo in Kano West local government area of Enugu State, His Highness Igwe Godwin Arum, thanked MTN for bringing more affordable call rates to the people. The Federated Chapel of the Nigeria Union of Journalists in the state ended its Patrons Night with awards of excellence on deserving patrons of the chapel. The night, which was set aside to appreciate patrons of the chapel in both public and private sectors who have contributed to the growth of the society. Patience John reports that past and present political leaders, business moguls, journalists from sister chapels of the NUJ and friends attended the event. Patience John has the rest of the story.
The event, which at Aroma House Chinese Restaurant, Iwait Housing Estate, brought together journalists and friends of the media. The night was also graced with the presence of the Commissioners for Finance, Mr. Kanokun, that of Information and Communication, Mr. Nyekanomana, represented by Pastor Mike Ituk. Others were the representatives of the Speaker of the State Legislature, Elder Sam Ikon, and Barrister Onofio Luke. The Chairman of the Federated Chapel, Emmanuel Effiong, congratulated the awardees for distinguishing themselves in serving humanity.
When you have a galaxy of stars, Akwa Ibom people who have distinguished themselves in one profession or one the other, you have only one thing to do. You honor them. You honor them so that they will act as a shining light to those of us who are behind them.
The state NUJ Chairman, Elder Patrick Albert, who doubled as the chairman on the occasion, commended the Federated Chapel of the NUJ for identifying and recognizing people who have done well in their respective callings for honor. Elder Albert reminded journalists of their responsibility to inform the public objectively and thanked the state government for enhancing members' welfare.
As members of the good estate of the realm, we owe it a duty to galvanize the society to regularly interpret our constitutional rule that conduct of public officials, even our own conduct, must be such that it will help in furthering the collective interest of us all.
Those who were honored include Elder Sam Ikon, the Commissioner for Agriculture, Mr. Godwin Afangide, Sir M.M. Akpabio, Obong Basi Albert, Mr. Don Etam, Pastor Andrew Wanta, Engineer Fort Ebong, and Engineer Ephraim Yang. Engineer Yang, who responded on behalf of the awardees, thanked the journalists for appreciating them. He promised to keep affecting the lives of the people positively.
The media is doing a great job, not just in Akwa Ibom, it's all over. and particularly in Akwa Ibom State. In the political arena, you find out that the journalists are playing a great role by ensuring that whatever is done is brought to the public knowledge.
Goodwill messages were also received from the Newsfront newspaper chapel and the Consolidated chapel, while guests were later treated to dinner. Patience John reporting.
Just a quick reminder that you can also watch AKBC TV News online by logging onto akbconline.org or follow us on Twitter at AKBC45U or on Facebook at AKBC Channel 45. And to end the news, another look at the top stories. National Assembly primaries of the People's Democratic Party holds in Akwa Ibom today and tomorrow. A statement by the state chairman of the party has advised aspirants and delegates to take part in accordance with laid down rules. That's a package. Join us at 12 for the news at noon.